like so tired I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open. Hi everybody, my name is Rosalie and welcome back to my channel, back to Chubby. Today is another Do It With Me weight loss video, so I will be meal prepping with you. I mentioned briefly on Friday that I was thinking about changing up how many calories I was eating, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with what I've been doing something called calorie cycling, where I try and move around the amount of calories I'm having per week so that my body doesn't adjust and hit a plateau. But it seems that I have come to that point where it's not working right now. So several people have pointed out they think I might be eating too few calories, and some people disagree with that. I've been sticking right around 14 to 1500 calories, even though I've been moving quite a bit. It just generally works out that the meal plans I come up with are closer to 1400 calories because I'm having a hard time getting all my macros balanced and staying under the sodium. This week I'm closer to 1800 calories. I don't want to have a giant step up in calories all at once because I feel that would freak my body out, but I really don't want to get above 2000 right now. And several people have mentioned that the amount of food I eat seems small to them. For a long time, and I mean for years, like a decade, I would eat very, very, very calorie dense foods. So my stomach probably is not actually as stretched out as someone who eats healthier. So for example, you could have a giant bowl of broccoli for several hundred calories, or like me, you could go and get one hamburger that's like this big for 700 to 800 calories. So I would only need to eat, this much in a day to make up 1600 calories. And so my stomach really is not used to eating a whole lot of food. So even what other people consider to be a small amount of food that we've been eating lately seems like a lot to me. I've even had trouble getting it all in. It hurts my stomach if I eat too much at once. And I'm one of those people who sort of naturally tends to put eating off and basically does on accident, like without really meaning to. I tend to do intermittent fasting, like eating most of my food within a small window and not eating for most of the time. And so when I do eat all the food, it seems like a lot to me. So this week, in order to try and get my calories up but keep my macros balanced, I added quite a bit more fruit, and it seems like too much. Like so far today, I've already had breakfast and a snack and I feel gross. And I guess I also want to add that I'm not saying that's the normal or natural way to feel about this, and I have not had a good relationship with food for most of my life. Talking to my BetterHelp counselor has made it quite clear that at several stages in my life, I've had an eating disorder because I have a tendency to binge. I've also gone through stages where I've binged and purged. I just don't have a normal, healthy way of eating to the point where it's adversely affecting my life and my lifestyle and my health, which means that it is an eating disorder. I will go through stretches where I will not eat and actively try to not eat. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it right now. I'll talk about it in another video. What I'm trying to say is I'm having a hard time forcing myself to eat a lot of food, even though I know a lot of the food is healthy. Like, I know the nutrients in it, I know the calories in it, I know the sodium in it, I know the micronutrients like the vitamins and stuff. I know what I'm eating and I have control over what I'm eating, but sometimes as I increase the calories, I have a hard time making myself eat all the calories, and I have a hard time making myself eat all that food, which doesn't help because then if I do make myself hungry, then I'm more likely to binge later, which is an urge that I've been having to fight off a lot recently. It's just extra frustrating when I'm having a hard time making myself eat enough and I'm trying to be good and I'm still plateauing so hard. And like my feet and my ankles are swollen and I feel kind of gross. I feel like I might gain this week It's only Monday. It's just sort of reiterating to me that I might be getting a little bit obsessive about it, and I might be getting to a point where I'm not thinking about it clearly. Like, I'm probably going to talk to my counselor again, and it might be that I don't weigh in this Friday just so that I can sort of step back from it and not obsess as much as I tend to. I feel like it's something I should talk about more and something some people probably also need to hear, but I don't feel that I'm in a good headspace for it right now, so that'll probably be another video later. On that sort of depressing note, let's go ahead and get to the meal prep. For breakfast, I lined some non-stick muffin tin cups with bacon, put in some chopped up spinach, some chopped up mushrooms, and then filled it with some scrambled eggs. I baked it at 375 for about 20 minutes, and then once it was cooled, popped it out into a container with a cup of grapes. For lunch, I didn't film this, but we are having pasta salad that uses hummus and salsa instead of something like mayo. If you're interested in seeing the meal prep for it, I will link to a video in the description box down below, as well as the card that should pop up on screen about now. For dinner, I'm going to start by putting some green beans and garlic in a bowl with about half a cup of water, and then put it in the microwave for about 5 minutes while I make a sandwich. We're going plain and simple today. You can put whatever you want on it, just be sure to adjust your macros as you need to. And by the time I'm done building it, the green beans should be done. That's it. Okay, so for snacks this week, there's a few more than usual. We're having an apple, an orange, a banana, some cottage cheese, some carrots, and some snow peas. Okay, so that was it. It was pretty fast and simple, and there was very little cleanup this week. On a completely different note, I want to thank all of you guys for your support on the last video and for just not being sucky people. I was glad to see that there were several other murderinos out there watching, so the information in the backlog is pretty troubling, and it does suck that that's the state of things right now, but I'm glad so many of you took an interest in it and were at least willing to write an email or maybe donate to them or whatever you could do. And I'm just glad that more people are aware of it now. If there's anything that you guys feel other people should know about, feel free to share it in the comments. Like, if there's an organization you feel could really benefit from exposure, go ahead and leave a comment down below and share that with some other people here. I also mentioned that I've been talking to a counselor on BetterHelp. So if you feel that that might be something that benefits you, like having a counselor that you can basically just text with or Skype with or have a phone call with instead of going into their office, and for much less expensive than normal therapy, then I encourage you to check out the link in the description box down below, which will take you to their sign up page. If you're interested in following along with me on my weight loss journey, be sure to subscribe. And you can also find me on social media with the username BackToChubby, all one word. I promise I'm not usually this much of a downer. Anyway, I hope wherever you guys are, you are safe and happy and healthy. Remember to just keep trying the best you can, but don't get obsessive about it. I will see you soon.